Hello, everybody, and it's time for season 5 of the Mans Odyssey, the 29th episode. That's all it's taken, even though I started the save last February. It's only been 29 episodes of this fantastic save, and it's time to get down to business for the 5th time. And hopefully, thanks to your feedback in the Twitter post I made about our season objectives, we can complete them and finally get this team into the annals of European football. So the toughest task you could imagine has been assigned to us. We're playing the champions Lyon at home in the first game of the season, but let's just take a look at pre-season, see how that's gone. So very poor start, but we got back into our rhythm towards the end there. We'll just take a look at the goal scorers. We were winning against Nantes, but then we gave it away because we're trying to keep attacking. Scored nothing against Lyon, Duchère and Southampton, who were way too good. The latter were way too good for us. But Boca were exhausted. They didn't, show any fighting spirit, and we put 6 past them. We put 5 past Boussu and 3 past Paul Espoir de Levine. So that's the end of that. And then, as you can see, Lyon re-promoted Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain are our first games of the season. So as if the FFF don't hate me enough, they've now given me that kind of a start. But then we do have an easier September on paper before a tricky couple of ties there. So very tough surroundings for us to meet. And another thing was our goalkeepers because we sold Georgi Maklice to Monaco there, I needed to bring up one of my guys from the under-19s, and it turns out that he and Quentin Bernardeau were both good enough to be selected for the Olympic Games in Brazil, so they actually fly in today back to France to play for me. So it would have been a big loss to have a shit goalkeeper playing for me in the biggest opening day of the season possible. So let's just talk about our transfers real quick. So Makridzai is gone for 1.6 million, and he'll be the first team goalkeeper for them now. We've let a lot of loans and frees. Jonathan Mexique has been injured. He's at Ghent. Shimpi's gone on a free, and these other people are loans. So we've brought back Dennis Apaya from AS Monaco. Worthwhile signing. He still doesn't have to pay the wages, so that's all good. We've got two from the director of football. This is the first one, Dejan Danza, a 20-year-old from Juventus. The Italian labour is quite cheap, and they're quite talented as well, so that's why we're going back to them. Shame about Benedetti, I couldn't bring him back, but I've gone to Inter Milan yet again to bring Jefferson, a defender and midfielder, to the club. He looks excellent already, and hopefully we can build up his strength and decision making and that sort of thing. Make him a good backup for whatever position. Mitchell Dykes is going to be a possible first team player as well as a backup to Ali Bamba. It depends which Ali Bamba shows up this season, and he's a really good sign, but rather expensive loan at 20k per month and the big wage bill. And then the last signing comes from our director of football as well, Mark Oliver Kempf, a decent looking German defender with potential to play in midfield if we really are stuck. But we've not been able to spend any money because the finances, even though they're decent, the board just won't give me what I want, and I had to gamble to take Europa League to get enough money in the first place, because if I didn't take it, my budget would be 213,000. That would just be too small, just in case anyone demands a raise. And of course that is a big issue, people asking for raises. Like, the most I could possibly get out of this budget is 500,000. That's not going to buy anyone quality unless I'm really lucky, but I'll still leave it in reserve just in case there's a last day bargain or something. So I've given Shrivers a bit of a raise, but he needs to score lots of goals and get caps and that sort of thing if he ever wants proper money, but it's a huge gamble there. Fusiani Cisse, he's up to 17k, but you have to kind of conform to him because he's counted as a club legend. And Sanogo, I didn't give one to him. I should give one to the keeper, but he just doesn't want to sign one at the minute. Like, thank God he's back. And Intame, of course, he gets a raise for being so good last season. Like, in fact, he was so good. Let's just check our notebook. He was so good. He got placed into the team of the season for France. Like, that is just incredible. Let's just see. There we are. L'équipe de l'Étoile France Football. There he is in the starting 11 alongside Diakite, Goulam and Rod Fanny. Of course, those two have been released. Andre Ayew may have left as well. Don't know what's happened to the Marseille kit there. Actually, it's a bit glitched. Yeah, I actually don't have any. That's very strange. So, apologies for that. So there you go. That's absolutely fantastic. So Lyon gave up their manager. Intame won that award as well. And let's just read this in full, can we? Yeah, so basically the value of Yaya Sanogo, according to this, is 9.5 million euros, which would be an interesting offer, which would change my team's fortunes forever. But at the same time, you cannot give away one of the best players in the game to a rival. Yeah, here it is in full. There we go. 9.25 million. And that would be a massive profit. But to give away such a player so cheap, like, to a rival would be very, very difficult to swallow. Yeah, that's plenty of rambling. Problems for suspensions carrying over this season. Yeah, so basically we've got 3 players suspended from last season, and just also to point out there, Marouane Chamakh, one of the top scorers last season, has been sold for less than £1 million or €1 million, and that is a joke. Like, how can you possibly get away with selling him for €1 million? Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I could have afforded that with a bit more money, but his wage bill would have been too high. But very, very strange that he got away with so little money. And yeah, so we've got Gautier Mahodo and both the right backs suspended for this game, so we don't have a proper right back, and we're short in the midfield. Like, Apaya's injured anyway, so that doesn't really matter. Like, in that sense, like, we can't play him anyway. But at the same time, Du Shuang scored in his competitive or his non-competitive debut for the senior team, and that is a devastating blow. He's 5 to 6 weeks. He scored a beautiful long-range shot from the midfield, and he's now injured, so he doesn't get to make a full debut. But now this is it. We get to play Bernardo, thank heavens. But this guy, I haven't actually shown you him. His name is Hossein Boas. He was one of our youths, and he got loaned out to Lazio last season, and he played quite badly. But he kept 2 clean sheets at the other hand, so he is a bright talent, and he's exactly what we need to replace Quentin or Georgie Macri, say, but he's very unfit at the minute, so we need to play Bernardo, whose French Olympic team lost in the quarterfinals to the Czech Republic. What a miracle. I needed that one so badly. So Akane Kang makes his return to almost full fitness, but I'm really happy to see that. But our bench is very, very weak. We've got very little in the midfield, but everyone else seems to be okay. I think I'll gamble on Sammartano. And yeah, so Jefferson's on international duty. His Brazilian Olympic team remains, and Du Shuang is injured for about 4 weeks now, so fingers crossed. So huge match. We've beaten Lyon each and every time we've played them, like including the 5-1 in our first season, but we have been quite lucky to come up against them at bad times this season, and we need this win just as much as they do to announce they're not just a fluky one-time winners of the league. But as you can see, Lacazette is the man for them. He's their only real happy striker. Like, Jimmy Brion's no good, and Bata Fembi Gomis wants to leave. So big pressure. So Lacazette means business. So do we. So it's all down to whomever turns up. So we're playing Sanogo today with Cisse on the bench. Shrivers gets a start as well. Very strong team, these Lyon guys. So I'll show you our record against them after the game, but it's 4 for 4 and 9 goals with 1 conceded against them, so they really don't like playing us. But we've got to attack since we're weak in defence, and hopefully we can get goals past them. So come on, let's show you what we can do. Like, I'm really nervous. I don't want to start on a bad note and find that Monaco are going to be an epic team. Like, not as epic as real life, because the sugar daddy's not putting in as much money. But we need to prove ourselves. We need to win this game, and we need better fan attendance because we keep losing money. It's ridiculous. I really don't appreciate our fan feedback, because everything is here to be a great club. So, interesting start. Here's Khaled Edenyon, the captain. That's a great ball, cleared by Costil. Omrani to Samartiano. And that's Jimmy Briand to Lacazette. Fernandez back to Lacazette. Gonalons. Oh, it's wide. I think he scored a beautiful goal against Real Madrid the other day. Khaled Edenyon already feeling the pinch. He must have gotten a rough tackle. Actually tackle them hard as revenge. You can't hurt my captain like that and expect to get away with it. So here we go. We're trying our best. And is our best good enough? Omrani to Sanogo! Great save by Costil yet again. No goals scored today since the Marseille game, but they're top after winning 2-0. So we need some of the other teams to decline, like Rennes declined massively last season, and that was great. Same with Lille, they went down badly, but we need more of that to get the 6th place or trophy. We need to get Europa League football. Like, we can't rest on our laurels. We need to do better than the 20 wins and 11 defeats or whatever it was. That's a long ranger that's hit the crossbar. That's off the bar for Lyon. So we'll need to find a way past these guys, and we need to be better at home. And it's a goal for Rennes, so they're back in business, selling Jan and Villa for 24 million euros. So they'll be, no question, much better this season. So it's going to be very tough. The job is probably, hopefully not hanging by a thread, because I've done so much with them. But if we fail to succeed, I'll be very disappointed. Here's Samartiano's free kick. That's Benoit Costil yet again keeping us out. Very even game. But Kang might have to come off at some stage if he's going to keep getting tired and injured and that sort of thing. Can we win this header? It's Jimmy Briand versus Ibsen, and there's Samartiano. He was so good last season and the season before, so I'm delighted we brought him to the Arena. Like, another thing, we don't actually own the stadium. We have to pay 600,000 euros rent every year. And it's Shivers! Kang is tackled! And that was the best opportunity of the game so far. Oh, I think we needed that. Here's Sanogo. Shivers from distance. It's saved. Very good performance by us. It's a hostile environment for the champions, but here's a moment of class. Maybe no. I think we need to try and get the ball forward. Just adjust that and maybe drop a little deeper, just so we don't get caught in the 6-yard box or whatever with a over-the-top ball or something. So yeah, that's how we're doing so far. Rennes now looking amazing with 2 goals in the first half. So big pressure to beat them, because they denied us quite badly last season towards the end, even though we beat them the first time. Here's Kang. He needs to release. He finds the deep line playmaker Omrani. Here's Shrivers with a touch. Oh, Kang just didn't have the pace to get in behind. We've been the better team in this first half yet again, but we just haven't broken the deadlock. Half time. It is 0-0. So yeah, we're looking okay. Keep going. Don't switch off, you maggots. Come on. This is a big game. You don't get to play classy teams like this every day, do you? So enjoy it and get this goal. So come on. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about Adenyon, I'm afraid. He just has to play the 90 minutes. So here we go. It's kickoff for Lyon as they try to defend their title with a win against their least favourite team in Le Mans. So it's very even in possession still. It's a goal for Paris Saint-Germain there. Here's Ibsen, stripped of the possession. Here's Omrani! Good save. Ibsen to Ali Bamba. He's still yet to score a goal for us, but now here's a counter-attack from Gonalons. Gonalons taking on our defender. That's a good block. Kang clears. Sanogo. Shrivers now. It was a 3v2 situation briefly, but there was no help. Oh, there's Mustang. There's my cat coming in with a contribution. So we're going to have a highlight here. We'll need to make some changes. I'm going to give Danza his debut. He's kind of a backup to Rani, but we'll have to give him his debut. And I'm going to take Cisse on for Shrivers. He's very bad at getting caught offside, so we'll hopefully train him up and stop doing that. But he scored against them last season in this exact fixture, and we'll need to do it again. Here is Bamba to Coppers. Bamba, Ibsen, back to Omrani. Ibsen to Bamba. Now, through ball, Shebe Shrivers dribbles! It's another goal for Le Mans against the mighty Lyon, and it's 1-0 thanks to Shrivers. Brilliant. If he's going to get his 200,000 euro belt, he needs to score 29 more goals this or the next season. Absolutely brilliant. But unfortunately, he's come off. He's come off now. Coppers to Danza. Cisse. That's Sammartino! 2-0! What a through ball by Cisse. He is an assist master, but that was Sammartino's finish. 2-0 against the champions, and we're going top on that result. But the matter is, it's not about this one game, it's about the remaining 37. And Dykes will need to give him a debut. Yeah, he'll have to play there. It's unfortunate, but he's going to have to get plenty of games. He comes on at his inferior right back position. He could play centre back a bit better, but I don't want to risk it. This is massive now. We must survive these last 15 minutes. The champions have wilted against us again. That's our 11th goal to their solitary goal in 5 competitive fixtures. Now let's go defensive. Risky, but you have to. Here we go. It's given away. Sammartino looks for Cisse. He's got the position, but he doesn't have the composure. It's over the bar and wide by Fusieni. And Junior and Tame, look at that. He's getting older, but certainly he hasn't lost his wisdom. He's so strong. What a free transfer for us. And here is Cisse giving the ball to Benoit Costil. Now, Lyon have just about 4 minutes, I'd say. They'll give 3 minutes stoppage time to get this consolation goal. Here's Bastos and Jadjede. Lacazette! No, that was dreadful by one of the rising stars of French football, and boy, there are a lot of them. And here's Bernardo, fresh from his Olympics disappointment. This will be so much for him. He is the now undisputed number 1. Lacazette! Jimmy Brion's denied by Ali Bamba. And this should be game, set and match. A lot of red cards and injuries today. That is extraordinary. Monaco back to winning ways. That's going to be another corner. A bit of diddly do in the box. And we need to just get this result. Dust it down. And move on to Monaco, who are going to be in great form. And there it is. We've beaten Lyon again. How about that? Now you've got the concrete evidence that we love playing the champions of France. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely. What is this? Why are you so picky? Why don't you love me? Why don't you love me? Fuck it. Alright, fuck it. Yeah. Well, okay. I'll definitely take credit for that. We're by far the better team. Ali Bamba getting the record there, and 2 debutants coming off the bench. So we're top of the league via alphabetical order, I'd say. But let's hope that it lasts a lot longer, because we need it. But that was flawless. What a start to the season. What a start. But now we'll have to ponder where we go next from here. So I'm really looking forward to playing a lot of games. And if things stay similar to this, I'll go to November and give you updates over Twitter. So we'll be playing Saint-Etienne in our next update. So thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon, and hopefully the other teams left to play won't do better than us. So goodbye for now. Top of the league. Hopefully it lasts. Bye bye.